Hey, what up, everybody? Stevie Breach coming to you live from the Wrestle Truck here, still wearing my seatbelt. I guess I never took that off. But last night's 3-hour edition of the Slammies was a damn good show. I thought it was really fun. One of the first 3-hour live Raws that I've watched probably since WrestleMania last year that I don't have to complain about. It just was too long of a show. I thought the way that it was put together and the way that the matches were... It was pretty good stuff. You had some long matches in there with Sin Cara going up against Alberto Del Rio. Still don't know why they keep on doing the blue lights for the new Sin Cara. I feel like that's probably one of the things that's holding that character back. I meant to bring that up last week in my Raw review. Just saying like it didn't make sense. We hadn't seen Sin Cara in forever, and here we are. Here he is in a match that we think is just going to be some jobber squash match to Alberto Del Rio. He does pull out the win. But those blue lights, I've never really gotten into those. And then you also had Punk versus Ambrose out there, and they were wrestling around for a good little while. I thought that was real fun. I thought that the way that they had the presenters come out there was a little bit weird, where they had the presenter come out there, then they introduced the next match, then you went back to give out the award, and the guy came out to accept the award, and then all of a sudden, bam, the wrestling's on in the ring. I felt like everything should have been, put together all at one point. I don't think we really need the app voting. I think you just go online the day of, or maybe even the day after, and vote at WWE.com. If you don't vote, it's too bad. I think everybody's sick and tired of them promoting the app anyways. I'm not really going to go over all of the awards. I don't think you need me bitching about The Rock and his rock show winning, or the rock concert winning an award over Jinder Mahal, Santino Marella, and the Great Khali. I think that they had the Slammies stolen from them, and I thought that was one of the best moments in wrestling. It made me believe, and it made me remember why I am a wrestling fan. And if you hated that moment on SmackDown, you just need to go back and try and think, if you were an 8-year-old kid, what you would have thought if you were watching that. You would have been laughing your ass off and thinking it was the coolest thing in the world. But the mini battle royal that happened at the end of Monday Night Raw is what I guess everybody is talking about, and I guess that is the first douse of gasoline on WWE. Someone's going to be lighting the match very, very soon and getting a lot of people pumped up for the Royal Rumble that is coming up. There's a lot of things hanging in the balance of this TLC match, and you can debate if, do you think TLC is going to be a good pay-per-view or not. But one thing or another, I bet you care about this John Cena versus Randy Orton match. I think last week is when I really got heavily invested. At the very start of this angle, I was not into this at all. I was under thinking that one guy was going to grab one belt, one guy was going to grab the other belts. Now I'm pretty sure we're going to have one champion at the end. And in this match, and not even this match, in this moment in the ring with all of the past and former World Heavyweight and WWE champions that were on the roster or in the building that night. You had Bret Hart in there and Jack Swagger. You had the great Khali. All these guys that that held the belt in the past. Standing there in their best duds, and then there's Rey Mysterio in a black T-shirt. How he got away with that, I got no clue. But basically, one thing led to another with Orton taking the shot at Cena, and the next thing you know, Punk and Orton are fighting, which leads to all the shit broke down, man. Everybody saw this. If you haven't seen this, make sure you go out of your way to find this, and you're the last person in the history of the earth to see this. It's one of the best moments WWE's done in a long time. Just everybody hitting everybody, leading to what you think. I mean, we've heard the news this week that basically a lot of people say that Triple H is going to fight CM Punk. They were exchanging punches in there. Daniel Bryan, he ran up and he put his knee right into the face of Triple H, knocking him down, which led to Shawn Michaels kicking him. And there's a whole bunch of people saying that Shawn's going to come out of retirement for one Daniel Bryan match. And I mean, like, anybody who was in that ring last night was, getting a reason for you to believe that, it's going to be a good WrestleMania for them. It's cool to see Daniel Bryan win. the Superstar of the Year award. I think that's an award that honestly he really does deserve. From where he was as the tag team wrestler at the Royal Rumble, and going all the way to the top at SummerSlam, and then riding out like Night of Champions and Hell in the Cell as your number one contender. And I know he has really sort of ducked down, and he's doing the 3-on-1 against the Wyatts, and the Wyatts want him to join their group and trying to bring out the monster that lives within. I don't know. I'm just really thinking that they're ducking him down. They're saving him for the Royal Rumble, and I think once you get there, I mean, you're gonna have. I think more likely we're gonna have a rematch at the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be Orton versus Cena. They're gonna want to do this one more time, and then you're gonna have all these names in the Royal Rumble like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan that are gonna make this match believable. Last year we didn't really get a whole bunch of a big push as far as the people who we thought were gonna win this. It was like Ryback might win this, Cena might win this. And honestly, really, that was about it. I mean, that's really what it came down to. When you're watching the Rumble, it comes down to those two guys. And the last thing, Sheamus was in there, but I didn't really think Sheamus had a shot to win there and all sorts of stuff. And that's what matters to me. It's just getting the best of the Royal Rumble match there is. As much information as there is out there, and just you're older and you've been around wrestling forever, and you can put things together in your head. You don't really believe that everyone has a chance to win the Royal Rumble like they make you think. So I mean, like, having the best names that are in there, if you can find some way to like have Orton have that match off and then have Cena in that match, it makes it even better. I don't think Cena's gonna win 2 in a row. If I had my dream WrestleMania, it would probably be Daniel Bryan against John Cena, seeing that rematch. It did tease it with Cena saying he won. He would give Daniel Bryan the rematch shot because he had worked hard to get everything that he was given and everything like that. And at the end you have Cena standing tall with the authority because Triple H hit the pedigree on Randy Orton after Orton was shoved into and knocked over Stephanie McMahon. So it makes you think like, oh wow, somebody even left that as a comment. I apologize for not remembering who it was, but it's off the top of my head, saying that they saw the double turn coming where Cena joins the authority and now Randy Orton's on the outs. I don't think there's a shot in hell that's going to happen. I think we've gone round and round about John Cena going heel 6,000 times, and honestly I just don't think it's ever really going to happen. So until the next video, which will probably be the TLC predictions video, even though I think I've narrowed all of those out except for the Punk and Shield match in this video. That was a damn good Monday Night Raw. I give him my high five, and from here on out, peace out.